congratulations on the CoverGirl thing. That's really cool.
Thank you. I'm very excited. It's a very good family to be a part of.
Yes, it is. It's a fun family to be a part of. And I didn't see you at the Kids' Choice, but I know you were there and we kind of missed each other. But I did see your acceptance speech and I thought it was really cool. Will you remind people, tell people what you said?
Well, basically what I said was, I've been making children's programming for a long time. And for me, a lot of people ask me, like, why are you still on Disney Channel? Why do you still do that? And to me, it's because I still have a responsibility as this young person that I am to create positive programming for these young people. I have little kids that look up to me, and I think of that as a responsibility. And I know there's so many parents that come up to me and just hearing them say thank you for being that for my daughter or for my son and being that inspiration for them, that's everything to me. So
that's a big deal.
I take that.
Yeah,
very,
good
very
for you.
seriously.
Good for you. Well, because you're doing a lot of, we'll talk about the next thing that you're taking on, but you know, a lot of people want to move on once they've established themselves, and I think it's really cool, and I think it's really cool that you understand that there are a lot of kids that only watch the Disney Channel, and it's a really important thing to have role models. So I'm happy you're doing that.
Thank you.
How have you managed to stay out of the young child actor going bad?
Well, you know what? I gotta give it up to my parents. I'm really lucky to have the parents that I have, and you know, they just have always instilled in me those core values that I think I have carried with me through everything. You know what I mean? And so I think I give it up to them. I give it up to my family. I have that barrier and that protection around me, which you know I am very appreciative of and thankful of. A lot of people don't have that, so you know I'm thankful.
Is that your
for
mom
it.
right there?
That is my mom.
Flexing her muscles?
Yeah.
Is she doing that because she's working out, or what's the reason for that?
Actually, yes. She's like a spin queen now. She's all about spinning.
That's
she
fantastic.
Just spins every morning, and it's like crazy. So she's all into fitness now, and it's really cool. So.
And you're still living at home, right?
Yes.
And is that to save money, or?
Well, I mean, hey, that's a perk. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
But you know, for me, there are a lot more upsides than there are downsides, because me and my parents, I feel like we have. You know, we've set boundaries. You know, we have territories. Once I hit 18, I was like, guys, you know, I need you to just give me a little, little space, just so I can, be a teenage, be grown a little bit. So they, they respect my space, I respect their space. But at the end of the day, like, I don't have to wake myself up. I got a free ride, you know what I mean, whenever I want. So, I mean, why would I want to give that up?
Yeah. When you say you don't have to wake yourself up, you don't have an alarm clock?
My mom calls me.
Your mother calls you to wake you up?
My mom calls me because she's up spinning anyway. So she calls me after her spin class. Is like, yo, get up, and I'm ready to go.
Wow.
It's great. It's great. We have a system.
Yeah, it sounds like a good system.
Well-oiled machine.
And so what I was talking about when I said we'll talk about what we have coming up, you're going to be in the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Very cool. Can you say what you're playing or no?
I can't say anything else other than I'm going to be in it.
When do you start that?
I have no idea. I don't even know that, to be completely honest. But,
yeah.
It's very exciting. Like, when it comes to the acting space,
yeah.
I'm basically unknown.
Yeah.
I've never been in a real movie before and anything like that. So I had to start from the bottom like anyone else and audition and break down those walls, because a lot of people do have that preconceived notion of who I am based off, the previous things I've done. So you got to break that down and really go hard and just put in the work, take all the meetings, take all the auditions, starting from the beginning.
We're back with Brad Pitt, superfan. Superfan.
Since the late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah, we met. Do you remember where we met?
I remember Melissa Etheridge's pool party, where I think you were hitting on my girlfriend.
Was I hitting on your girlfriend, really?
I think so.
Oh.
I was flattered.
All right. I actually, since then, have dated another one of your girlfriends. We'll talk about that later.
After the show.
Okay. Congratulations on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Have y'all seen the movie, by the way?
Thank you.
Oh, my God. I loved that movie. I loved that movie. And it was just like, there were so many different genres and elements, even though it was set in a certain time period. It was, and your co-star.
He's pretty damn good.
Yes. Yeah, that no, not Leo, the dog. Did you see? I love Leo.
She's good too.
She
was good too.
Explain, because they must have put something on your face for that to happen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tom Cruise, my friend, will tie himself to a side of an airplane and it will take off and land. I put applesauce on my neck so a pit bull could give me love and affection. I don't know who's braver.
Yeah, it's a trained dog, but yeah. No. Wow, it just takes applesauce, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm talking about the movie like everybody cares about acting, but really, it's the scene that everybody is talking about, the scene on the roof when you take your shirt off. And I speak for everyone when I say,
Everybody.
yowza.
Yeah.
I say,
To my male friends in the audience, I'm sorry.
So you knew you were going to do this, and do you work out like crazy anyway, or did you work out like crazy extra because you knew you were going to do this?
Oh, really?
You can take it down. Take it down.
Well, he's a stunt man, so he's got to be in, he's
Right.
got to be in physical shape. So
Right.
yeah, I prepared.
Right.
An actor prepares.
Just for that movie, or do you like to work out anyway? Do you work?
I try to stay healthy. I try to do something physical. Mm-hmm. A few times a week.
What do you do?
I hit the gym. I do some running. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Weights?
Do some weights. Throw some weights around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you bench press?
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
heaviest you've ever bench
I
pressed?
don't know. I don't know, and I don't work that hard.
All right. So I haven't seen you since I, Tonya, and what a success that was. You produced the movie, Allison. You were nominated. Allison Janney won for supporting, and it was a great time for you, I guess.
It was amazing. Yeah. It feels like it just all happened, but no, it was great. And my mum came, and my friends were there, and it was just, it was a nice time.
Yeah,
and Saoirse was on the same kind of like, she was at all the same things, so I got to see her all the time. And she plays Mary, obviously, in Mary Queen of Scots, so we got to hang out all the time.
So, and were you doing that at the time? You weren't doing that at...
No, we shot the movie, and then afterwards we both got nominated. And weirdly, we saw each other way more during awards season than we did making a movie
Doing
together.
that movie,
Yeah.
well, because they kept you apart.
They kept us apart because we only have one crucial scene together, and they kept us separate until that scene.
So we'll talk about the movie in a minute, but we have to, how do we capsulize it? How do we tell this story in a short way about what happened when we were on vacation? Because I want to, your husband, Tom, right? So just quickly.
I'm still not forgiven for telling that story on your show,
He must, and I'm going to bring it up again, too. Okay. So we're on this really exclusive island that's this private island, very few people on it, and
Tom and I are on our honeymoon.
They're on their honeymoon, and Portia and I are there, and we were, and Barack Obama happened to be there. He was writing his book. So Portia and I had been working out with Barack in the gym every single day, and they came in, and he was wearing the shortest, baggiest. I mean, it's one thing to wear shorts, but short and baggy, and
nothing underneath.
Well, I didn't look, but they came in to do yoga, and he said, and she's like, "Are you wearing that?" And he goes, "Who's going to be here?"
Yeah, we didn't know how fancy this island was going to be. We had no idea. It was quite a shock to walk in and see you, Portia, and then. Yeah, Obama.
Yeah, and so anyway, so we just never stopped making fun of him because he was trying to do yoga, and literally he's in positions like this, and the shorts are like, and he's trying to hold his hand like that, and
we got a gym towel and put it there. It was just.
And Barack is like stepping over him to like do things because it was a really small gym. It was really just us in there.
It was so funny, and he was so upset afterwards. He threw the shorts out, and they thought it was laundry, and so they washed it and returned them to your room.
I was like, I know whose shorts these are. They're not mine. I know who they belong to.
It's so funny.
And so he must be mortified.
Absolutely, to this day, this day.
And I'm glad I reminded him of it.
Yeah, I'm glad we talked about it on national television.
Once again, for those of the people that
twice, yes,
that missed it. Well, that's what he gets.
He does.
He deserves it. All right, I saw a picture of a cute dog in the packet that it looks like you. Did you rescue this dog?
Yes, I wasn't aware that we were rescuing. I know, she's so cute.
What's her name?
Her name's Belle, and she's a Pitt mix We don't know what the mix part is, but she's growing at an alarming rate, so I'm guessing the mix is something big. She's huge, like, she's just getting big. And we have a dog already who's almost 2, Boo Radley, and he's a rescue as well.
Good name, Boo Radley.
Boo Radley.
All right, so let's talk about this movie. What a departure from I, Tonya to the Queen.
Yeah.
And this makeup is how early did you have to get up to put that on?
It took, I think we got it down to like 3 to 4 hours in the makeup chair. So it was a 3:45 a.m. call every day, which is not good because I'm not a morning person. But after like 4 hours in the chair, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm good. I'm awake now.
4 hours in the chair.
But that's apparently how long it took Elizabeth to get ready. So kind of worked for the character.
And she wore that makeup because she had chicken pox, right?
Smallpox.
Or smallpox. I don't know what it is. I was raised Christian Science. What is that? What is the difference? I don't know.
Well, smallpox is it's severe, and it left a lot of people permanently scarred. So in this depiction of Elizabeth, we, really delve into the smallpox and then play up the fact that it left her permanently scarred, and that's why she kept packing on the white makeup that had arsenic and lovely things in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you love playing that? That seems like a huge commitment.
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was just something totally different. And Jenny Sherkle, who's the makeup and hair designer, and really, I've worked with her before and I know her work, and I was like, I trust you, whatever you want to do, let's go for it.
And because you like wearing a lot of makeup, you like the whole idea of special effects and all that, right?
I love special effects makeup. Yeah. Every time it's like Halloween, I do like DIY special effects on all my friends.
What's happening? Hi, Aubrey. So, it seems like you're taking on the character of the Christmas Witch.
Ah, the Christmas Witch, a legend, story forgotten in time. A story that's always existed, but we don't know until now.
Because you wrote it.
That's right.
Okay. All right. And then is this some kind of witchy thing does this keep something away, or what it's rosemary, right?
That's right. I just picked that from my garden this morning.
Oh, well, thank you for this. Does it do something?
You'll find out tonight, Ellen.
God, well.
The Christmas Witch loves to bring gifts of nature.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one of the many interesting things about this character. You'll find more about it in the book.
Yes. Do you want to tell everybody? Because it's your first book, and I'm just curious. Is this legend something that you found out about? How do we know about this?
It came to me in a dream.
Okay.
I was sleeping one night, and I had a mild hallucination. A witch with a feathered cape appeared to me, whispered in my ear, and she said, "Tell my story. Tell my story." And then anyway, a couple weeks later, okay, look, to be honest, here's the thing. So I like to dress up like a witch for Halloween. I do it every year, and I do a little, thing in front of my house. I scare the children. They love it. And it's just one of my favorite things to do. And so one year I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it for Christmas because I just don't care anymore. And I had this idea about dressing up like a witch and going to scare children while also throwing presents at them. And
That's confusing to children.
I know, but they love it. They love being scared and they love getting gifts. So I would hide in the bushes, and when they would come out, I would throw presents at them and be like, "No, I'll kill you!" But then throw a present at them. And they were so confused, but they liked it and they wanted more.
Right. I do think that will screw them up, though. I think.
No, they'll be fine.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
And did you get into witchcraft, or is this just an outfit that you enjoy wearing?
This is how I dress post-pandemic. A lot of things happened during COVID for me, and yes, I dabble in witchcraft, but I will say it's always been in my blood. You see, I have Basque blood, which has gone back many generations. In fact, most people don't know a lot of witches were burned in the Basque country, the witch persecution. We don't have to get into that. It's too scary for this audience. But
not if you throw gifts at them, they'll love it.
Okay. But so I think it's just always been in my blood. And yes, during COVID, a real witch named Dandelion happened to move across the street from me.
Oh.
I became her apprentice. And wildly enough, it has nothing to do with this Christmas witch thing that I also do.
Right.
Just another thing that I do, which is just follow astrology and just dabble in the dark arts. Nothing too dark, though. We wouldn't want that now, would we?
So the woman across the street,
What?
she's
The
woman,
witch.
Yeah, she's a witch.
Yeah, Dandelion.
Yeah. And so you dabble with dandelion with
Yes, I dabble, I dingle, I dongle.
It's wonderful. Is your husband, by the way, I didn't even know you were married. Are you kind of surprised?
Oh, who cares?
Okay. Is he into witchcraft?
No. And he thinks it's real stupid, too. Typical male husbands. He's embarrassed by me. Look at me now, darling. He's into alchemy. He's more like a warlock.
I see. You want to talk about your husband or no?
All right. The thing was, yes, we got married. Big deal.
But you've been with him. You were with him for like 10 years. Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Who cares?
Right. No.
We got a little bored one night.
And then you got married.
We got married, and I'll tell you how. onehourmarriage.com. That's real. Look it up.
Okay. Okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
So that cured the boredom.
Yeah, well, it was our 10-year anniversary. We were in the lockdown, as you know. Things got a little crazy, especially in my house, with the witch across the street, and my husband got really into tie-dyeing. And when I say into tie-dyeing, I mean 50 shirts a day. And I just said, hey, it's our 10-year anniversary. We should do something. Get an ice cream cone or, do something special. And then I joked about getting married. And he's like, well, we probably couldn't get married that fast. And I said, well, wouldn't it be nice to get married on our actual anniversary? And then I Googled it. And I found onehourmarriage.com. And then I called around 5 p.m. And I said, can you come in an hour and marry me in our yard? And he said, how about tomorrow? And I said, well, that's not what you're advertising. And then he said, all right, I'll come, but I'm in Alhambra, so you got to pay extra. And I'll be there in 2 hours. And I said, sold. And then, true story, I ran across the street. We didn't tell anybody we were doing it. We knew in 2 hours we were getting married. My now husband went and picked up food from some restaurant because we had already ordered food. That was just another, he almost missed the wedding because he had to wait so long for the order. And then I went to Dandelion and I said, I'm getting married, nobody knows. If you could do a spell or tell me if this is a good idea, anything, I'd really like some help. And so she went, I have just the thing. She went in her house, rummaged around, came out with a rosemary wreath that she gave me. She literally cackled, gave it to me. And then I created a very quick love altar in my yard. Facts of our love, little stones, smoke, fire, things of that nature. And then the man from Alhambra showed up in a Hawaiian shirt with a briefcase. And I can't remember a lot of it. It was fuzzy. But I'm pretty sure it's legal.
It's great to see you.
So nice to see you.
I haven't seen you in a long time, and what a year you're having.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no.
It's amazing.
It's good to be alive, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
great.
you're having quite a year, and you were great in the eyes of Tammy Faye.
Thank
You're
you.
great in Tick, Tick, Boom, and Spider-Man, and like what the most successful movie in all time or something. It's crazy.
It's pretty
so,
weird.
Golden Globe already. You won a Golden Globe. Now you're getting Oscar buzz. I mean, we should just say Oscar buzz. You'll be nominated for sure. You
can't. How do you?
For sure. So Golden Globes, unfortunately, was not live. So you found out on Twitter. So
Actually, I was on the phone with my director, with Lin-Manuel Miranda, who directed Tick, Tick, Boom, who we all love and know. And I started getting some text messages, and I just kind of like briefly glanced at my phone while I was driving. And I said, "Oh, Lin, I won the Golden Globe." And he was like, and he said, oh, that's great, buddy. Let me tell you about my vacation. And so it was kind of like it was a very sweet kind of, but later on, like 24 hours later, I sent him a voice note, kind of semi-sobbing, and saying, if you had told me 3 or 4 years ago that I would be not only in a musical directed by my musical theater hero, singing and playing piano and doing all that stuff, but that it would be seen by so many people and it would be touching so many people, and then on top of that to have people giving you things, saying well done for it, like gold mugs and statues and all those kind of things, I would have called you a liar to your face, and I would have slapped you with a fish, and I would have been very upset with you for lying to me. And so I'm just very deeply moved and kind of touched that I get to be a part of this film and to have it received in this way.
We recently just seen each other at the Vanity Fair after party. The Oscar party, everybody.
The Oscar party.
You were, yes. So you look amazing right now.
Thank you.
But on the carpet, you had on this black dress.
Yes.
But you had your thigh out. Y'all got there we go. Talk to me. Talk to me about the outfit, because you know I'm into fashion.
Oh, you are? I know.
Look at that thigh out.
So that was, I was really excited because that was a Dolce & Gabbana dress that was custom for me. You know, for me going to my first Oscar party, it was a big deal to look nice. And I do worry about clothes not fitting right. And so I felt really happy to be able to go in a custom-made dress. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
You looked beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
You look good too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, speaking of that night, we got to the end, and as men normally do, I was ready to go.
You were ready to go. And
You was right there.
I was right there. So I saw him and Gabrielle get into a marital spat, and I loved it. That might sound bad, but it was actually really sweet. Gabrielle went to go take pictures in the photo booth, and I'm just standing there, y'all, about 2 drinks in, just watching. And
2 drinks in. That's what you gonna tell? 2 drinks?
2 drinks.
That's all you gonna say?
I was only 2 drinks in at that point. And then she wanted to go take pictures, and you were like, I am ready to go home. And she was like, I want to go to the photo booth. And you were like, I'm ready to go home. And y'all just sat there going back and forth and back and forth. I was just laughing. I was like, they're so regular.
So married.
It's so
We're so married.
and regular, and she
Yeah.
was getting on your nerves, and you were getting on her nerves, and I thought that was really sweet. I
Yes.
think that's nice to see.
Well, thank you for saying that. All right, listen.
Yeah.
I have to congratulate you. I think we all are huge fans. I know in my household, we're huge fans of Abbott Elementary.
Thank you.
Everybody?
Thank you, guys.
So the first season has been amazing. You guys' numbers are off the charts.
Yes.
Tell us about how does it feel? We know when you hit the scenes, you was kind of known from your meme.
Yes.
From, the
Yes.
things that you did on YouTube and
Yep.
socially. But now you have a hit show. Tell us about it.
Well, so Abbott Elementary is about a group of teachers in Philadelphia who are trying their very best to get through the workday, provide for their students, and also maintain their sanity. And I play Janine, who is a very ambitious 2nd grade teacher who gets on the nerves of all the other teachers around her, but inspires them to kind of be better and try harder. It's a comedy. I love comedies. It's a workplace comedy. And I think it's really cool being a part of this show and making this show, because coming from the internet is it's big, right?
Yeah.
And it is cool to be recognized from the internet, but the internet is also young and niche at the same time. With being on a show on ABC, on network television, it's really cool that the show is hitting kids, like your kids, but also hitting random families on a farm in Kansas somewhere. And I just think it's really cool to be a part of a network show, because there's so many people who get to see it, and it's a different type of connection with people.
Yeah. Thank you for highlighting it, definitely in a comedic way.
Yeah.
I love when y'all look in the camera. But thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you guys for watching it.
Yes.
Oh, it's so nice to see you, Daniel Craig, and thank you for thanks for surprising me and us. And I love the movie, by the way.
Thank you.
Congratulations, #1 2 weeks in a row.
I know. It's
That's
incredible.
amazing.
Good news.
Listen, I have to get this done right away. You've never been on the show before. This is your
haven't.
first time on the
It
show.
is.
We have a tradition.
Yes.
And we have to show a shirtless picture of you, because you have to do that.
Okay.
Every first-time guest, we show a shirtless picture.
Of the men?
Either.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Either. So you have been traveling like crazy for this premiere, huh?
I've just yesterday got back from, or the day before, got back from Beijing.
Wow.
We've been in Mexico City, where we met the lovely Britain.
I know.
It's like,
we sent this, our little James Bond expert, who's you were kind enough to spend time with, and I think we have a little bit of the footage of y'all together. Adorable, right? That was so nice. He is such a huge fan. I mean, he's obsessed with you.
I was doing press all day, and you know, sometimes it's enjoyable and sometimes it's not. But I went to meet Britain, and I didn't want to leave. I wanted to spend the rest of the day with him because he's such a sweet kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really, really adorable.
Yeah.
He's 8, and he just knows everything about. I asked him when he started being interested in James Bond. He said in his 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really special.
He is very special, yeah.
So this is your 4th time playing a Bond, and will this, I've read that it'll be your last. Will this be your last?
I don't know. I mean, it's a funny thing. I got asked the question 2 days after I'd finished shooting.
Yeah.
Whether I'd like to do another one, and my answer was fairly short and sweet.
Right, yeah. How long are you shooting that for?
It's an 8-month shoot, but I'm working on it for 2 years, so it takes up a big chunk of my time, and I'm away from my family, and you know, I just want to go home at the end of it. So and so I don't even want to think about it just at the moment. I mean, if I did stop doing them, I would miss them terribly.
And you're so good. I think you're
so
a
nice.
great James Bond. So you really are. And I mean, they get better and better. It's always exciting, and it's always, I'm wondering where that suit came from. I don't see luggage with you, but you always have a tuxedo.
It's a James Bond movie.
Okay, all right.
There's a little luggage somewhere. There's a tiny little case.
I see.
You know, it goes and folds out.
It's
like this big.
That's,
it's a James Bond movie.
You could do something like that. And then I also heard, which I think is very cool, if you do decide that you won't play Bond anymore, that a woman could play the role.
Sure.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Now, I said I thought Oprah should play. What do you feel?
I think that's a good idea. What about you?
No, I think Oprah should play it.
But I think you wear a suit incredibly well.
Thank you.
I did actually. I brought this for you as well because I thought if you ever really did consider it, you're going to need one of those, which is.
Oh my God.
Which is a Bond watch.
It's the watch from the movie.
Yeah.
You're on the cover, and they got you before you got dressed. What happened? Were you not ready? And you said, "Wait, you guys, wait." And then, what's
No, it didn't happen that way exactly. No, honestly, the entire album, what it is and what it represents to me, and the title itself, Revival, is just kind of everywhere in my life, every aspect, whether it's personally, professionally, spiritually, and I feel like I'm in a very good place, and I'm giving my all to my music more than I ever have, so I'm giving you my all.
Yep, we're getting all of you in every way. And it really does feel like that. It feels like there's very personal lyrics in there, and it does tell stories in sections of your life. I mean, I think a lot of young women and young men are bullied, cyberbullied, and you were picked on. There was a picture, you were on vacation, you're in a bikini, you look fantastic, and
thank you.
this is the picture that they said something about that you were overweight or what did they say about this?
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever been called fat.
Unbelievable.
But it was weird because it's not just, oh, she's fat. It's like, she's a mess. She's gone off the deep end. I'm like, because I'm on a vacation wearing a bathing suit. Actually, technically, that is a little too small for me, but I didn't care.
I don't think they were saying the bathing suit was small if they're saying that you're fat. They're saying that,
it's so degrading.
But you know, you owned that and you tweeted something out saying...
Yeah, because look, I don't want them to win. It's so annoying when I see it all over the place and everybody thinks they can bring me down. And so my immediate response was I'm gonna post a picture and I'm like, I'm happy with me, y'all. And that was gonna be the story the next day. I wasn't gonna let that be the story. You know?
Good.
That wasn't the story.
Yeah. Yes, you can always have the last word if you choose to. I mean, sometimes we don't want to address these things because there's so many lies out there.
And I've just spent my whole career doing that, I think, a little bit. It's just so nice to be able to be like, ugh, I don't care. This is where I am.
Yeah, good for you.
Good.
I'm glad, because it's a lot for you. You're 23, right? To be, you know, scrutinized and analyzed, and everybody saying what they think about you. And it's like, you know, just let you be a 23-year-old girl and grow up and, you know, be creative and be an artist. And that's what's important. Now let's get to the important stuff. Why am I not in Taylor's squad? Or am I and I don't know it?
I mean, I think you are, I would assume. You got the sparkles down in your little costume tour thing when you were with Taylor.
Thank you.
You know, I think baking is involved, and...
You have to know how to bake?
I mean, you don't have to, it helps.
Uh-huh.
A lot of wine, talking about boys and life.
I can talk about boys, and especially if I drink wine. I have a lot to say.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah, I'll drink a lot of wine and talk about boys.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. She is fantastic, though, isn't she?
She's great.